Yo, see what I'm saying? My camera always trying to mess up, but yeah, yo, everyone, we're back. Got some stuff to discuss today. Hope everyone's doing well. Like and subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. Big up, man. Like Uncle Rod's always jumps on the channel, showing some support, man. So appreciate it. But yes, on the road to 150. I'm gonna say 200 now. I want to get 200. When I say 150, we always go down. So I'm gonna say road to 200 subs, man. Road to 200 subs. But yeah, before I start the stream, I'm gonna say, how are you doing, Uncle Rods, man? Let me know what's going on with you, man.
Well, I'm here, man. It's just like fighting a good fight, you know what I mean? You
Mm,
get me? And like life just life in it, really. You
yeah,
know what I mean? All you can do is just like hope and pray that your eyes open every day. You know what I mean?
hmm,
And when your eyes open every day, you got to do some productive. You get me? So yeah, man, everything's good. Can't
that's
complain.
good. That's good, man. That's good. Right, I had a long day at work. I had a lot of time to think about this today. Yeah, we actually have to do some big chat, man. Some big chat talking. Obviously, the title, everyone will say slot in or out because the fan base, I feel like, is divided already. I was on Enz's channel and I heard a lot of people's opinions, and it's come to my fruition that people are given, let's say, slot one more chance. So if
Mm,
we lose against Brentford, the talks could be, is his time up? Now I've seen, I forgot what channel it was. Oh, I think it was Savage actually. Savage made a good point the other day. I saw him. He said that Mourinho got sacked at Chelsea, Ancelotti got sacked at Chelsea, Conte got sacked as well after.
mm.
So there are managers out there that have won leagues and stuff that's got sacked by November.
Oh yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah.
so it can be done. It definitely
Mm.
can happen and can be done. So we're gonna give our opinion today, and obviously we'll be another part of the show. We're gonna talk about Salah. We won't try and be here for hours on end, but yeah, I thought I'd get Uncle Rozid's opinions on the game. Yeah, so
We're here for a bit still, you know what I
yeah,
mean?
I didn't get your opinions on the games, how it went. So we'll go through that and then we'll just go straight into slot. Um,
Yeah.
what do you think was gonna happen? So Uncle Rod's, man, what
Yeah,
do you think after this turn around, bro?
I thought the game on Sunday was ridiculous, man. It was just
Yeah.
horrendous. It was like I felt like bleaching my eyes after, to be honest.
Mad.
You know
I
what I
said,
mean? One of
I
them
bleaching
ones.
my eyes.
You know those ones, isn't it? You know what I mean? It was just
Mm.
so kind of horrible to watch. You can see things gonna happen before it does happen. Do you know what I mean? You know, it's really kind of and to sort of like for Slappy Maguire in the day, right?
Mad thing.
Right, watch Alonso though. Alonso's in the crowd, you know. What's he doing on Nottingham Forest and Porto game?
New manager, innit? We don't know.
Yeah, but he's Real Madrid, though, isn't he?
Oh yeah, maybe scouting someone. But yeah,
Must be,
what was you
must be.
saying? You were saying,
Yeah, so well, basically, at the end of the day, so Slappy Maguire scores a winning. You know you're doing the shit. You know you play shit. If
mm,
Slappy Maguire at the end of the day sort of like scores against you to win the game, well,
it's a long day, innit?
it's a long day. But you see what it was, the formation that he put, not the formation, not so much the formation, the players that he put out yesterday, that day there, right, on the Sunday was a situation where like these players haven't been playing good.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So why are you putting them out? Why are you putting them out again? Do you know what I mean? Definition insanity, innit? Just keep on doing the same thing, hoping for a different result. Another thing I heard was when um when it was a situation where he's supposed to be had 2 weeks, obviously to train the players and all that. My mum was in Dubai, you know,
he
putting his
was
feet
living
up.
up life.
Yeah, man, had these trotters up, you know, man, had these trotters up, bro. You know what I mean? And when you're supposed to be doing work, so I don't know. I mean, I was looking literally yesterday. I was looking for reaction yesterday, and we got a reaction.
Yeah,
Now I hope at the day that sort of like we can carry that on. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's all
yeah,
right, sort of like thumping Frankfurt 5-1. That's good, but if you go to Brentford on Saturday and lose 3-1, it's not good, is it?
Exactly.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So you have to keep that momentum up. You know what I mean? In order to sort of like say start creeping back to the top. Really, because that's what we want, isn't it? We want it to be at the top.
Mm, that's
I
the
mean,
main thing. That's the
yeah,
main thing. So for me, I don't know about what your feeling is. I feel like we should keep the same 11. I know there
mm,
might be doubts in different players that if they can start or not, because Frimpong, he came off injured, and Isak, they take him off at halftime for precautionary reasons, obviously, because obviously we don't want him to get injured. But
yeah,
I'm happy with the same 11 that he started against Frankfurt. Now, I get what you're saying about Frankfurt and it being, Frankfurt German league team. Apparently, they've been leaking in goals anyway
yeah.
this season. But I feel like the team needed it. Wirtz got his 2 assists. Yeah, yeah. So
Mm.
that was good.
He played good last time.
That was good. So as a collective, we did well. We'll get onto Salah's part after because I'm hearing
Mm.
stuff like apparently Salah's taking Liverpool out his bio and all of this. He's moving
Yeah,
a bit
right.
sensitive right now still. So when it's all good
Mm.
and everyone's happy, and Liverpool's in the bio. A lot of players do this, A lot of players do this. But everyone's human beings at the same time. Everyone's got their own feelings. But we'll talk about him a bit. But you see, Slot, he can't mess up this weekend.
No, he can't.
It's a win. For me, it's a win or bust for me.
Mm.
So that has to happen. He needs to make some big changes in the squad. No one's place is safe. I feel like Kirk has
That's
to
what
be
you
on
should
the
do.
bench, and Robertson should be starting. Robertson should be
Mm.
starting for me.
He was good
Against
yesterday.
in the Brentford game. So that will be my starting lineup. But that Eddie for me has come in, and he looks like he's our main guy now.
He's a bagging goals, isn't he?
Yeah, yeah.
He's bagging goals.
Big
But
up
yeah,
for you.
to,
Big up,
to
man.
be fair, to be fair
Yeah,
to yourself, and you've always rated Robertson. That's one thing about you. You've always had good things to say about Robertson. He's never been like,
100%.
this and that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But like, go back to the game I watched. Was it today? I watched it.
man said slut out is outrageous in my opinion. Yeah, well,
So I was
yeah.
like, what?
He said slut out is outrageous in my
Oh,
opinion.
not really, not really,
Not really, to be fair, but you can
not
come and have
really.
your say though if you want to. Let me put the link in the chat. See what you have to say.
Um,
You're going, Rods.
is it today? I was watching the game today. I'm sure. Oh yes. No, yes, it was. I was watching the game today. But I was watching back the game from yesterday. Yeah,
Yeah,
and the Frankfurt. Do you know that there was the same clash of heads in the day, sort of like two players for the same team
same team.
clashing
Yeah,
each other up, driving each other with the elbow and all that. Bit like what Virgil happened. Well, exactly like what happened with Virgil and McAllister. How comes they stopped the game today? Yesterday, yeah,
yeah.
but they couldn't stop it on Sunday. They didn't stop it
That's
on
what I
Sunday.
thought was a bit weird. I don't know what's going on with that. That's what I thought was a bit weird. I don't know what was going on with that. It's like what are referees doing really, or what are the rules? Because
Yeah,
how are you supposed to fix it and get along with it if you're doing other things? So
that makes no sense.
I feel like in the game as well that we wasn't getting any what do you call it, results our way when I was watching it. I felt like the referee. I felt like the goal that led up to their goal, the play that led up to their goal, there was a foul I think on Frimpong in my opinion. He was getting dragged. He was getting dragged a lot. I thought that could have been a foul, but they let it go, and they ended up conceding from that one. So I think we need to look better and continue doing that one. I put the link in the chat for anyone that wants to come in and give their say come through. I think there's only 3 watching at the moment, but if anyone comes in, I'm gonna try and pin that at the top so anyone can come in and actually have a chat on there. Let's see what Footy's saying. Everyone was running around saying we're gonna do back-to-back titles 2 months ago. He deserves time to turn it around. That's fair enough. That is fair.
It's fair, but what I'm trying to say, is like people have got their doubts whether he can turn it around. Do you
Mhm.
understand what I'm saying? And literally at the day, right? That's a reasonable idea to have. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Do you know what I mean? Because of like the 4 victories and the 4 losses that you had. Because basically what he did in the 4 losses, you know what I mean? He literally kept on doing the same thing, and and that certain thing wasn't working, but he done it again and again. Do you know what I mean?
Mhm.
And like people have seen this. seen his clinks in the armor, as it were, last season when no, you got look at last season when he's losing, he starts panicking.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And he starts literally at the end of the day taking off all these defenders and that, right? And put them on attackers. You know what I mean? And he plays like Virgil up top like a centre forward, and you got no defense there. So Virgil has to sort of attack, and he has to get back as well. Do you know what I mean? And to me, at the end of the day, that's naive to do that. Do you know what I'm saying? So when people at the end of the day sort of are saying, "Well, look, you know what?" At the end of the day, right? Maybe he might not be at the end of the day the man for a job because look, yesterday he won 5-1. Yesterday, right? Who's to say that we're not going to go to Brentford and lose at Brentford?
True.
Do you
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying? So what are people going to be saying then? You know what I mean? People like to. I'm not saying anybody per se in general, but I noticed that the fan base is kind of like a flip foot, sort of like, you know what I mean? When obviously Slott's doing bad, it's like, oh, get a go. But when he's doing well, he's like, say, oh, give him another chance, give him another chance. You know what I mean? Make your mind up. I
Yeah.
mean, the thing is about it, I've always been consistent with what I said about Slot. I've always been consistent, regardless of what anybody thinks. I've always been consistent. So if I say to you at the end of the day, bro, I said to you that, oh, Slot out, yeah, you're not gonna be surprised because you know my position. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
You know, I have said at the day that I don't think that right that Arne Slot should be the head coach or manager of Liverpool, whatever you want to put it, because I don't think he's got the experience. I don't think he's experienced enough. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, and stuff. So like, if things start happening, which I feel was going to happen, right? I'm going to call it out. I'm going to say I told you so. Do you know what I mean? And if I do say it in a day, right, start out. Nobody can say anything to me because like they knew it, and I wasn't very keen on the person. I was,
Yeah. What's your opinion's your opinion anyway? If your opinion is what your
yeah.
opinion,
Do you know what it
it's
is?
a discussion that we need to have so people can make
No,
valid
no.
points.
We can discuss it. What you know what it
Yeah.
is in the day, yeah. Like I said in the day, right? Listen, right? Gonna sort like see what he does this season. Do you know what I mean? If he wins anything this season, like league or Champions League or whatever, right? You know what I mean? It will get his praise. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that's what happened at the end of that season. Day, right? I said like, I'm not fully on board, but like this season, now if he wins something like the league, if he retains the league or he gets a Champions League this season, right? I'll be fully on board. I'm gonna say, yeah, you know what? He's the man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I get you. I get you. I get it. So
Yeah. Give me a second. I'm coming. I'm
no,
coming.
go on, go on, go on. I'll give everyone my opinion on what I think
Wait there.
about it.
Wait there.
So I can see here what you're saying with this question. I think once you start winning, you start being put in the category of that you have to be the best at everything you're doing. And I do believe obviously Slot needs time, but what happens if we get too far away from the pack and then we end up falling so far behind it becomes a top 4 battle race? Because if we're not in a title race, what would we actually call that in the fan base? It's not the best thing to be going through. Obviously, we spent the money on Wirtz, we spent the money on Isak. All that money wasn't really spent to be it for a top 4 race. That was to actually continue being in for the title race. So I think that's why people are a bit upset. So this happens when you start winning and then you start playing bad. Remember, we haven't played bad for like a long, long time. We had a great season last year and Slot won us the league. But there still can be questions around the manager's performances and tactics because one of the worst things I think what's going on is that we don't look like we have a style of play. Like no one could tell me what's Liverpool's style of play because we get open up in the midfield so much, and sometimes in the games with the ones we've lost, we've ended up losing control of it and not looking like winning it. So that could be another reason there. Which happens in the game. Let me see. I think Tom's in here now. So, you saying Tom, you're right, yeah.
Yes. How are you
Big
doing?
up. Yeah, big up, man. Not too bad. I didn't think you're jumping on, but you're on now. You're jumping on.
Nah, do you know what? Yeah, I completely forgot. I was sitting there making dinner,
Yeah.
and then I thought, oh, let me. And then I sat down to eat my dinner. I said, let me watch some YouTube. And then I saw
You
it
saw
was
it
live.
live, innit?
Yeah.
You
So
joker.
I was watching it for a little bit, and then obviously once I finished the food, I thought, oh, let me just quickly
Yeah.
jump on.
Fair enough. Cheers for that.
Yeah,
Appreciate
man.
that, man.
Come on.
But let me read through the chats. Footy saying we've seen it clearly. A good enough and tactically team is going through it mentally. I don't think it's a mental thing though. What do you think with Liverpool's performance right now? Because you're probably top of the league right now. That's not Arsenal fan. For me, I'm seeing the Arsenal team moving mentally strong, winning games, scoring high, scoring a lot of goals. What do you think
Yeah.
about? Do you think Liverpool mentally done, or do you think it's just the tactics that's killing us?
I mean, obviously, you probably, well, you definitely watch more of a full
Yeah.
90-minute match of Liverpool than myself.
Mm.
I think it might just be for you lot at the moment, just like a mentality thing, a psychological thing, like, and can Klopp take it back to not Klopp, sorry, Slot? Can he take it back to the basics of like getting it all
Yeah.
to work from the beginning again? Because is he doing too much? I don't know. Because I don't know how
Mm.
you look really set up or your game plan, but I feel like he might be doing too much. He's overthinking it. Go back to the basics. Go back to what worked last season,
Yeah.
and try to get it going from there. But
You
this
know
is
what
the
it's
tough. I was
yeah,
gonna
go
say
on.
this is the tough part of being a manager because he didn't really have this blip last season. He didn't really have to try to fix anything that was, you know,
Mm-hmm.
going wrong because not much went wrong. And if it did, you had the big players like Van Dijk, Salah, a
Yeah.
few other players that pulled you out of the mud. This season's a
Yeah.
bit different.
I get that. I get that. I think it's just for me, I don't feel like he's tactically got down his play. Am I doing my moving blurry again? My camera's doing that. Sorry. If I was moving weird, the camera. I apologize, people. But I
Sorry,
can hear
bro.
it in the background.
Sid, you
But
sneeze, man.
I
Jeez.
know, I know. Don't worry about it, man. But yeah, so I don't think he's found a style with the number 10 and Isak up front yet. I feel like we need to find them playing well together. I think once that goes down, it will start to go in fruition. But I think the Etitike, him coming in and
Yeah,
playing how he was, I don't think anyone even expected him to even be like that, in
yeah,
my opinion. So that's why that's put like a well, I can't find the word for it, but it's put like a little needle in the haystack kind of thing to think, oh shit, this has happened with
yeah,
Etitike. So that could be part of it as well. Let's see. Fozzy thinks he's outrageous too. Yeah, I saw his live as well. But people can have their opinions though, man. If you think
What's
that
this outrageous on what? Sorry.
slot, so basically, some people are saying slot out, basically, yeah, and they're
Nah, you
basically
can't be
saying
slot out.
slot out too early. But I can understand it. But for me, I'm not slot out yet, anyway, because I think it's
Yeah,
too early. We're only 4 points behind Arsenal at the top at the moment. So
yeah,
there's a lot of games left, and there's a lot of things that you can turn around. It only takes Arsenal to draw one game, or City lose one game, or draw one game for us to be back in it and be
yeah,
back into title contention. But the Brentford game is gonna probably be the one where people look at. I said it on Enzo's channel yesterday. The Brentford game is gonna be the one where people might be like, "Raw, if we lose against Brentford, it might be a bit peak."
yeah.
Because imagine if Arsenal pick up another 3 points, Man City pick up another 3 points. If Man United pick up 3 points, guess what happens? We go below all them. We go below Man United, and if we go below Man United after spending all the money we have spent, it's gonna
Yeah.
look peak.
The thing is,
So
as well,
yeah,
now more than ever, obviously, like results, they don't lie. Like
yeah,
the table don't lie. But I feel
mm,
like more than ever now, like pundits' opinions, fans' opinions, it really becomes a force. And
yeah,
if fans are starting to scream like getting sacked, pundits and all these people that have got a voice on platforms saying it,
mm,
sometimes it actually happens. Do you know what I mean? Like
mm,
the voice is so strong sometimes, but I feel like they got to stick with him, man. He done wonders for you lot last season. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like to win the league how he did, it's got to give him a bit of grace this season. And
No, yeah, he's got.
he's got like 5 new players that he's got to integrate. You got
Mm,
Salah who's like fallen off, and I don't know what's going on with him to be fair, because I heard you say about him taking out Liverpool from his bio, and I quickly
yeah, yeah,
checked, and he has
yeah,
done. Like that's
yeah.
a
I
bit
know, mad,
crazy.
innit?
So throwing all these toys out the pram after
Yeah.
getting subbed for one game, like it's a bit mad.
Mm.
But Yeah, man. I think give
You're on
Slot
mute,
a bit
Ross.
of time.
Yeah.
It's on mute. I was on mute, you know. Stop
Yeah,
that.
I
Yes,
saw
Rod.
another thing I saw.
He's
Yeah,
saying, "Do you good?"
Yeah, man.
Bless.
All good.
you know, another thing I saw Scholes said a mad thing about Salah, innit? He said he's the worst footballer.
I saw that
Mad.
today on the
And
overlap,
then,
innit? Yeah.
yeah, I saw it and I thought, rah, I thought about it and I thought that's mad disrespectful, but I see where he's coming from at the same time. Because he said, stuff comes off his knee and all this kind of stuff. I was like, come on, man, lion, man. he scores
Yeah.
more goals than that. But I understand he's not
This is coming from a man like to eat toenails. His
I
daughter's
know.
toenails.
Yeah.
Bro, I get it that he's not your eye-catching footballer. Like, he's not someone you're gonna say, "Oh yeah, let me turn TV on and watch Salah." You know what I'm saying? Man's got this. But yeah,
Is that right or not?
no, of course you can, man.
Yeah.
You do your thing, man. I was
Yeah.
saying, just because he doesn't look the best on the ball, doesn't mean he can't like be one of the best players. You know what I'm saying?
He's been one of the best players in the Prem for the last few seasons. Do you know what I mean?
Last 7 years, I would say, since he first stepped in the Premier, he's been one of the best players. To be honest with you.
Yeah.
Do you know what it was? I think you know what it was with the Slot thing is like what people saw Slot doing was doing the same thing each and every time. Do you know what I'm saying? And this same thing that he was doing wasn't winning in games. Do you know what I mean? The same people he's putting in, instead of like dropping her through and stuff and just putting other players. Do you know what I mean? He wasn't doing that, and that wasn't winning in games. So that's why people think it's well, is this guy actually listening? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or is that guy actually preparing for like games? You know what I mean? And I think that's what got people's frustration. I mean, to be at the end of the day, like I've said from day one, I wasn't really on the slot train because I said like I just don't think he's got that experience at the end of the day to take Liverpool forward at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? But I said, look, at the end of the season, last season, I said, look, before that, when the season started, I said, look, if he wins us something like the league or Champions League in there, you know what? I'll give him his props. I'll give him his praise and all that. Do you understand what I'm getting at?
Yeah.
So that's what I did towards the end of the season. I gave him his praise and that. But I said the most important thing would be now and then is replicate that next season. You have to replicate that. You know what I mean? You can't double down. Do you understand what I'm saying? You have to, shoot for the stars. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if Arteta wins the league this season and you're expecting to win the season next season. You know what I mean?
100%,
Go from strength to strength. Yeah.
Exactly. Do you know what I mean? And because at the end of the day, sort of like the things that he was doing, do you know what I mean? Didn't make sense. Like, for instance, that day, sort of like you saw McAllister in the day that wasn't, he said obviously not in the game. You were starting with him. Why would you do that? Why are you putting sort of like Sabozza at right back when your right backs are, you got them back? I can understand
available,
it. Yeah, you know what I mean? It wasn't available at that time. Do you know what I mean? Everybody understood that. But when it was available, you were still doing it. Like the Chelsea game, you had Sabozza at right back and Gravenberch at centre back. That didn't make sense.
That was mad.
You know what I mean? So really and truly, when people see him do these stuff, they start to think, well, does he actually know what he's doing? Do you know what I mean? And then people get frustrated, and then people say, well, look, sort out. It's like my brethren the other day, my brethren Cal, he asked me, and then do you think at the end of the day that Slot can turn it around? All I can say to him was, I hope he does.
Yeah.
I couldn't give him a defining answer. And the thing is about it, I should be able to give a defining answer, whether it's yes or no. Do you know what I mean? I just said, look, I hope so. Do you know what I mean?
Well,
I think more frustration with the fan base.
Yeah. I mean, I think I highlighted it last week as well. Like when he came in last season, he had a squad that was good enough to compete for the league, set ready for him to go, and he kind of just had to, it was already going smooth. He just had to push it along.
Yeah. I get that.
This season, he's implemented his own players, tried to implement his own little style, and it ain't quite working, Josh, yet.
Yeah.
And the question is, can he figure it out for himself to get it going again? Because right now, it ain't going in the league anyway. Obviously, I know you guys won last night, got a good score as well, 5-1.
Yeah.
But like, it ain't been good enough. from the beginning of the season, it hasn't been good enough for you lot.
No, you're
You know,
right. You're right. You're
like
right.
you haven't performed that great at all. Let's be honest now.
No.
Like this is
No,
the,
I get that.
I'm not hating. I'm not. This ain't banter. Do you
No,
know
no,
what I mean?
you're
This
No,
is
man,
fact.
right.
take
You're
time,
right.
man.
You're actually
At
right.
first, it was like, oh my god, Liverpool are doing great. Like they're getting these last minute winners. Like that's what champions are made of. But when you look at the bigger picture, the
Not sustainable.
performances weren't matching it. And it became just lucky wins. And then obviously you lost 4 on the bounce. Last night you bounced back. But yeah, I think personally that's what it is. He inherited a good squad and he helped it and pushed it along whilst it was going. And then obviously there's been changes. Trent went. Who else went? There's obviously Jota passed.
Elliott's gone.
Nunes, Elliott. And these players were actually key for you last season.
Do you know what I realized? Trent was key for Salah how he played.
Of course.
Because now I've seen it. Salah's missing the in behind balls that Trent used to play, and the overlaps. So when Trent going on the overlap, obviously, his passing rate. He gets assists a lot. You know how his balls in the box are very complete. You're not going to want to get Trent to pass the ball in the box. So when Trent takes out the defender, Salah's got all the space to slot a pass through the middle of the pitch or in the 6-yard box. So it's showing a bit now. So I think obviously we need to change up the style a little bit with there. Footy was obviously saying that that's his manager. That's fair enough. Saying manager, he's my manager as well. Remember, no one's just yet.
I don't. You know what it is at the day? I don't want people to get it twisted. And then people are entitled to their opinion, whether they're slot in or slot out. They're entitled to their opinion. You understand what I'm getting at?
What are you lot? Are you lot in or out?
No, I'm still slot in. I'm still in.
Listen, and day. I listen. I can't say if I'm in. I can't say I'm out. I just hope he turns it around. Listen, I just hope he turns it around. I could tell you fully after we play Man City. Those runner games we've got up to Man City.
Yeah,
and after that, I'll tell you what.
So who have you got?
We got
in the
like
next couple fixtures then.
Yeah, we got Brentford on
this weekend,
Saturday. We got Brentford on Saturday, and Tuesday I think we got Crystal Palace. Then Saturday is Villa.
Then Man City.
Then we got Real Madrid, and then we got Man City.
It's mad, isn't it?
You know what I mean? But like
tough couple weeks, man.
No, it's tough going to be. But what I'm saying is that in day, so like people are going to be, entitled to their opinion. And what you alluded on, Tom, and Day, right, was true. He's like, look, last season and Day, he didn't have his own squad. He had a squad and Day that was probably nearly there, but just needed that push, and he got that push, and he won it. And everything that, right? You brought in some new additions to the squad. You got, you shift off a couple. Do you know what I mean? Now it's time for you to work out what slot football is. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And people are trying to figure out what is slot football. Now, yesterday and today, he played against Frankfurt, and I think the team that he put out and the kind of formation of it, because it was kind of like 4-4-2, sort of like, yeah. To me, at the end of the day, that was the best formation that you could actually play. Because one at the end of the day, you're going to include your two best strikers in the day, in Isaac and Ekitike. Do you know what I mean? And then you got Jones and Szoboszlai in midfield, which I think is the strongest midfield that they could have. Because Jones at the day, a lot of people don't. Jones is underrated for me. You know what I mean? He's a good player. I really, really like him. Yeah. So you got two hard-working midfielders. Do you know what I mean? And then you got like Gappa on the left, and then you had Ekitike on the right, didn't you? Had Ekitike on the right, sort of like. Do you know what I mean? So it's very kind of like, bit shaky at first, obviously, because we conceded the goal. But then when we got into the game and we scored our goal, it was just like we started to feel comfortable again, and we started to score goals like we used to. My thing will be, and obviously he can't play Isaac. I don't think he can, because like he's supposed to be injured, but we don't know the extent of the injury. Don't know whether he'll be available or whatever. Frimpong, he can't play. I like Frimpong, but Frimpong is apparently out for 6 weeks now.
Again,
hammy, isn't it? Hammy, I think.
Yeah, hamstring.
This season,
Yeah, hamstring injury.
The thing is, for me, he's not a winger. I don't know why. Who keeps on thinking he's a winger? For me, he's
Yeah.
a right back, man. He's not a winger at all,
But
man. I like him at right back.
These players at the day players in general that's got a lot of pace. You know what I mean? They've got a lot of pace and everything, and they're very fast and so forth. They tend to do their hamstringing. You know what I mean? Their
Yeah,
hamstrings tend to go
it's a
a
shame,
lot.
though, isn't it?
They're too rapid. They're too sort of like fast for their own body, sort of like, you know what I mean? You get me?
Yeah.
So yeah, but I just think at the end of the day, sort of like the team that he put out yesterday was probably one of the best teams he could put out. And if
It
he
was,
sticks with that team and everything that right, I think you do all right. Just stick with that team. You know what I mean? You know, even if you put Chiesa alongside Ekitike, you know what I mean? Something like
I feel
that.
like we have more fluidity up front when we have a different player. Because I feel like Salah now, it's come to the point. His form is so bad at the moment. The front three, the communication and the ball playing is not there. It's not there up front. So when Chiesa came on and we played about Salah, it looked like we were playing more football. Everyone was in their position. Is that everyone knew what their role was to do. That's what I was getting from it. And then when Salah came on, he reverted the type. So what he was doing was he was doing his thing where he's kicking the balls into the box, hitting the opponent's defenders, hitting the balls over the bar. The thing is with football, yeah. Yes, I understand that everyone likes Salah. It must be most probably their favorite player. Or there's only some people, Liverpool fans, that's only seen Salah as the best player. Obviously, me, I've grown up watching the Torreses, the Gerrards, and Lonzo's other players from my era. You can let a player know that he's playing bad, and you can criticize a player for it. That's what people need to forget, because there's some people saying, "Oh, criticizing too much stuff." You're allowed to do it. You're allowed to say he's not playing well at the moment. Drop him for a moment. He got dropped. He came on. He did the same thing he was doing in the last game. That kind of didn't do anything for us. So he has the whole bench for now. That's that.
Do you think I'll be honest, yeah. I turned on the game. I was doing a hate watch.
Yeah, you was. I know. Everyone is.
I saw them go 1-0 down. I was like, yes.
Yeah, you put it on straight away, innit?
No, I was watching it, innit? And I saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was flicking, to be fair, I was flicking between Chelsea and Liverpool.
Yeah.
Chelsea went 1-0 up first, innit? So I come back onto you lot. And I was like, yeah, 1-0, 1-0. I was thinking, lovely. 1-1. And then I see 2, and I was like, let me just turn this off, man.
Yeah,
but,
you saw 3, 4, 5, yeah.
Yeah. But my question is going to be, is did you personally feel like you missed Salah in the starting 11?
No. Everyone was saying that. I was on another show yesterday, ends yesterday. I think a lot of us were screaming for Salah to be out the team for the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Especially me. I was like, no, just give Chiesa a chance, because every single time there was a crazy stat that apparently every 35 minutes that Chiesa's played, he's got a goal or an assist.
Yeah.
In every 35 minutes of football he's played this season, which is a mad stat in itself there.
But that could, there's that's a good stuff, It's players that come off the bench. They're fresh. They I don't know. Obviously, when I play football, obviously I play every Saturday, Sunday, whatever. Either the first 10, 15, 20 minutes of a game is when I feel at my best. Sometimes not at my best. Yeah, because that's when my energy's at the highest, and I hit a peak, and then I come down a little bit, and then I stay at that level. But what I'm getting onto here is when Chiesa or any sub comes on, and other players are playing, they're at like a level where they're just running smooth. He's come on, he needs to get up to speed, so he's going to work extra hard, and they can perform at a higher level for a small amount of time. So it's just an impact player. Do you know what I mean? So
I get what you're saying, but
people Trossard for Arsenal, I personally think he plays better when he comes off the bench than when he starts. And that might be the case with Chiesa.
Sorry to cut Kossi.
Yeah.
Bro, I've got a bounce, man. Just fucking.
Go on, do your thing, man.
I've got some shit to sort out, so I got a bounce. But I'll see you.
Man.
I'll see you guys soon. Yeah, I'll see you guys soon.
Man. Take care.
Okay, bye.
But that's calm, man. What I was gonna say.
Just as well I jumped on, boy, because you'd have been solo.
I know. I have to do a solo thing, yeah. But big up Rod for coming on anytime, man. I appreciate that. I wasn't gonna stream for longer today, but yeah. I agree with that. But you know, when you're saying that, well, what do players have to do to start the game then? Because Chase has been playing well. At some point, your performance off the bench warrants a start. Do you know what I mean?
No, of course. And I think obviously now it probably does for him. Do you know what I mean? And it's down to him as an individual if he gets that start to cement his place in the team as a starting player. So, but again, at the same time, there's football politics involved. Do you know what I mean? Like the club might say to Slot, Salah's just signed a new deal. He's on, I don't know how much is he on a week now? Like
400, I think. I think.
Do you know what I mean? If you was paying someone that much money, do you want to see them sitting on the bench? No way.
But then he might be costing you not getting games and winning. I'll be with you. What you were saying, people saying Slot out for clicks. Sorry, it's actual madness. I don't know. I'm not so. I don't know who's saying Slot out for clicks. So I wouldn't be able to comment on that one. But it's definitely a conversation to be had. Slot in or out, because the fan base is literally kind of split at the moment as well. He says Jota passing away 3 months ago. Can read the body language of the players came and upset. Yeah, I understand that with Jota passing away. Everyone was upset about the Jota passing away. And all the players, there has been talks around the club that any player doesn't feel that they need to play, you can just step out and you can go, and you don't need to be you can have your rest. You can have your time. You can have your time. But I understand that.
That was mentioned on the overlap as well. Sorry, the door.
No, don't worry about the door. Go
on. That was mentioned on the overlap as well. How obviously that could affect the player's mindset of Jota passing away, which it will. I think it might have been on Filthy Fellas actually. I can't remember. And they were saying obviously there's two sides of it, and it's true. Obviously, some players will get affected and they might not be able to perform to their highest abilities because they're mentally, or psychologically, whatever, they're not feeling right. But at the same time, it's like some of them might be thinking, right, let's do it for Diogo. Do you know what I mean? Let's fight. Let's win it for him. So there's two sides to it. But obviously, at the same time, I think when things were going good, it weren't really mentioned. Things are going bad, and then it's like, I'm not saying finding excuses because it's not nice.
It's not. It's just either or. But yeah, I get it. The players, everyone's gonna be the fans, the players, everyone that with Jota, everyone's gonna be feeling it with that, man. It's just unfortunate that happened. It's really annoying for everyone in general, in football and the world of football anyway. For it to happen. So I can definitely see why it would be mentally be on the players. On that side. But taking away from that side, obviously the football is obviously not going as well at the moment for Liverpool at this moment in time. So I think it just needs to be worked on a little bit. It's not like, I do think people are going over the top a bit. So I think we've had a little blip now. It's not as bad as you think, but if you deep it, 4 points off top, 9 games in, is not the worst. Do you know what I'm saying?
Not the worst. I think it's just the style has happened, because obviously
it's just the style has happened and how we've lost the games as well. Like Palace, we lost last minute. Obviously Chelsea last minute. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's probably why it was. And I think it's just the play. If we all knew what the style of play was, and we look comfortable, then we could be like, fair enough. We've lost to the better team overall. But that's what I can say in it. But let's see what Cameron, big up for chatting, Cameron. Cameron said, I don't get people giving Salah abuse. There's levels to things. It's unacceptable, to be honest. It depends. Obviously abuse is not tolerated at all, but it depends what they're saying. If you're talking about criticizing, saying he's not playing well, he needs to stop a game, that's like in life. When you're at work, if me and Tom are at work, I'm not going to say what we're doing for work, but if we're at work, manager comes to you and your performances are not doing well, they're going to say, hey, whoa, like what's going on? Let's talk about it. How can you improve? Like, you know what I mean? Remember, football is a job that me and Tom or yourself might love doing. We would love to be playing football. You play it for free. You play it for free on the weekend. Or you pay to play it. You pay to play it. You got to pay the refs up, innit? So with that one, I think criticizing is always needed in stuff in football, because that's how you get better as a player and stuff. But obviously, if people are taking it too far, saying some crazy stuff, I haven't heard anything too crazy at the moment. Where I've been on the spaces at the moment, so that's all I'm saying. Is for me, Salah just needs to improve. That's it. So right now, his place in the team, being out the team, is deserved. There's other players in the Liverpool squad that deserve it more than him, and that's facts.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to get benched when you're not playing well. It's just that.
Do you know what it is? Yeah, sometimes some people feel like their place in the starting 11 is cemented, and regardless of any situation, their name should be in it. And that's not the case. I don't care who you are. If you're not performing to the levels that are required, you have to come out of the team.
Mhm.
It's not nice. Don't get me wrong. Like there's, you're not gonna like it sometimes, or some people will understand it and look at it from. I'm not saying he's immature, but a mature way, and be like, I understand.
Yeah.
But it's a team game. Do you know what I mean? And if he ain't doing his part for the team and it's affecting the team, something has to change in his position, and that's what's happening right now.
Yeah.
Because Frimpong came on for Salah, didn't he, against United?
Yeah, he actually started playing well. Within 5 minutes, he did better in 5 minutes than Salah did in the whole.
That's exactly what I was just about to say. Exactly what I was about to say.
I said that in my match reaction. I'm gonna start doing them more. It's this season. Frimpong come on within 5 minutes. Literally, he beat the left back, and I was thinking, raw. Frimpong can do it, but Salah can't do that anymore. He needs the 1-2. He needs the overlap. And for me, if you're playing the Premier League and you can't do that, and there's no other way for you to play, you're just hitting the first man or each time. You have to go another way. You can't keep on doing it, because then you're wasting time on the right hand side for how many minutes you play. When the opposing team sets up, all you're doing is, we only have to defend Gakpo. So that's why every single time we play, when Salah's playing, if you notice, the whole of the players, them know themselves that, I'm going to Gakpo because that's where everything's going to happen. They've started avoid going to Salah on the right hand side. That's when you know it's peak. I'm telling you.
Do you think his time's done at the club then?
I wouldn't say done per se, but I think this will be his. This was going to be his. I think this was going to be his last year anyway. I think so. I think you just need to tweak the tactics a bit to have him change around his game. But I'll be honest with you, we can't play our game around Salah. The team can't be built around Salah anymore.
There's new stars,
isn't it? Around Wirtz. So Wirtz, because you saw the team. You saw the performance against Frankfurt. 2 assists, played well, and then it has to be built around Etico or Wirtz. Those the younger guys. Unfortunately, that's football, though, man. When your players get when Gerrard started to decline, he couldn't do what he used to do. It was sad to watch. Favorite player. I'm sure when you saw who's a player from Arsenal, you would have thought that he was great, but he's gone on the decline. You thought, man, might not be able to start anymore or anything.
Do you know?
Or did they leave before that happened?
But man, one was Santi Cazorla, but that was injuries, man.
Yeah.
But I love that guy.
Cazorla, everyone says he was a fan favorite, Santi Cazorla, as well.
Yeah.
Let's see what Cameron said. Maybe someone should speak out against the abuse to calm it all down. I'm not also against Salah getting benched. He needs to be grown up about that and not take things too personal. Yeah, I agree. That's a good comment. I agree with that, man.
So what has he been getting abuse then from?
He must do, because Nunes got it before. You get those idiots that might send people stupid stuff. You always get that dumb idiot. And plus it might not. Sometimes it might be a fake Liverpool fan account, or so some rivals might do the messaging stupid things that obviously people shouldn't be doing that stuff. If people coming out saying some stuff, bring it to light and be like, this is not on, stuff like that. But yeah, I do think Salah doesn't need to take everything too personal. But players are human beings at the same time. But not everyone is going to be sending you bad stuff. But I do think that Salah doesn't take criticism very well.
No,
because if you saw his on the bench, because he's been the guy. He's been the guy since he's started that from 7. I think he signed that 7 years ago.
Yeah,
7 years ago. And then there was a thing when him and Mane had that little spat. Do you remember?
Yeah,
him and Mane. Yeah. Mane was like, "That why is he not passing?" And everyone
when he went on the bench, innit?
Yeah. So when I look back, Salah's always been a selfish player, but that selfishness has got him his goals and assists, and ultimately won us titles and stuff like that. So you can see it that way. I feel like this season, there's just players that are more, I would say, physically able to do what he used to do, as in take on players, the pace. Like, how the Etitike goal was? that was literally carbon copy of what Salah used to do. But you
Yeah,
can't do
yeah.
that now.
You
Do you know what I'm
can't do it.
saying? You can't do that now. But yeah, big up
Yeah.
Cameron for the comment. He said, yeah, that's understandable, and he was looking for us there. But I want to talk about Arsenal quickly before we go and stuff like that. Yeah, because obviously
Come
you're
on, man.
winning teeth. You're happy.
Yeah.
Do you think?
I
Yeah.
can't complain, man.
Do you think the position that Arsenal are in at the moment, that you guys, is it yours to lose or is it too early yet?
I think it's too early.
Mhm.
I think we're in a great position. I think that the next few fixtures will be telling, not just ours. Like, I think everyone's. You know, you lot, like you said, you got a tough run in.
Yeah.
How you come out of that, yeah. And then, sorry, Porter just scored. How you come out of that is also going to be important for us, and how we come out of our next few fixtures. Because look on paper, we expected to win our fixtures coming up. We ain't got no one tough. We've had tough fixtures. You know, we've got through it. We're top of the league. I want to get to like the end of October to see where we all are with it.
Yeah.
And I'm confident though. I think it is ours to lose in a way. I'm not going to sit here and say we're going to win it. I think we're just in a strong position.
Yeah.
So like it's looking promising. Like we've conceded 3 goals in all comps, I think.
And the worst thing about it is, you know, when Arsenal signed Hincapie, yeah, I was like, oh,
Yeah.
that's the icing on the cake for me, because obviously I was gassed during the transfer. I can't lie to you. For us Liverpool fans, bro, I was doing that the whole time, bro. I was getting teeth because we signed Wirtz, and then the Isak was dragging on. Obviously, we didn't expect it to be like this, but for me, Isak still looks like he's not fit yet, which is a shame. Which is a shame, because that whole saga lasted about 2, almost 3 months, man. With him, but obviously, I think there was a meeting at Liverpool. They had an emergency meeting apparently, because there's a guy called Indy Carlier in the news. Yeah, he has all of the what do you call it? The breakdowns. He's like the new Fabrizio Romano. That gets all of these links. So I'm like following him on X. Apparently, there's new Liverpool news at 11 p.m. So I'm gonna be checking my Twitter feed or
about
X.
what though?
I'm not sure yet. He just says breaking news at 11. He always drops it at 11. So this person's account's thing. I don't know if it's a male. I don't know if it's a female. It's this person's thing that they do. In the at 11 o'clock, he's gonna drop that. So can't wait to see what's happening there. But I want you to get your opinion on this. Yeah, there's mad talks about man like Semenyo going to Liverpool. What do you think about that one?
I think he's one of the best wingers in the league.
Facts.
I think if you get him, it's scary. I think he can come in and replace. But he plays on the left or the right.
I see more on the left. I see him change in the game sometimes though, but he's a left winger. So Gakpo would have to get benched. I'm sorry, Gakpo has to get benched for that one.
See, I think this is where it gets a bit.
But unless they place Semenyo on the right, but is Semenyo a right winger? But I like Gakpo.
He's been one of your best players this season.
Player. He always scores. He always scores. And you know, I know what I'm gonna get from Gakpo. But Semenyo, we need him. We need Mark Gahey as well. But the manager's already said, "Come out." What's his name?
I don't think you're gonna get him. You know.
I don't think so either. What's the Crystal Palace manager's name again?
Oliver Glasner. No?
He already come out and said, "Yeah, Gahey's leaving at the end of the season." So I feel like he might go to like a cheeky Real Madrid or something, you know, for free.
Yeah, I can see
that's
him
what
going Madrid.
Because he don't seem too bothered about the deal with Mark Gahey. He don't really seem too bothered about it.
No.
So Liverpool definitely gonna need a centre back, but apparently Liverpool want to get that slaughter back from Dortmund. So there's news that I think Liverpool will buy in January. I think
you have to. Do.
But I think I'm gonna go back to Arsenal. With Arsenal, I think you lot got the best squad in the league.
I think
City's starting to go good now. City's starting to pick up now as well. City's starting to play good. Haaland, you know what I'm saying? You can't.
I think it's Haaland.
Haaland. And
then he's obviously scoring the goals like stupidly at a stupid rate. And then obviously that confidence is just oozing through the team, and it's making everyone else play better. Do you know what I mean? They're believing like, oh, let's just work our way to Haaland, and he's going to win us the game. And then from that, everyone's stepping up their game. So they're second, I think 3 points behind us, or I think it's 3. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, they're
man,
above us
it's
now. You know what? Yeah, I haven't even looked at the league because I've been so pissed off. Yeah, you know, sometimes they say you shouldn't let football be your pride and joy
no,
in like
it's
in life because if you do that, you'll be stressed all the time. But the last
no,
couple of weeks, fam, it's been peak, fam.
yeah,
I mean, the memes as well that you lot been sending in the group chat. I'm like, fuck's sake, I can't even say
yeah,
nothing to
yeah.
these man. You know, just getting broke up in the group chat. I'm like, fuck off.
It burns, isn't it?
I'm seeing it. It's peak. But I do want to do a day when we get. I want to try to get Frank on.
Yeah.
See if he wants to jump on, but he's bottling it right now. He's too scared to go on the
The
next.
funniest thing is though, it would have been a perfect time for him to jump on this week.
Yeah, today. I
You
don't
know.
think I even asked him, but he said I didn't even ask him today. But yeah, I'll try and do it earlier for people when they can. But obviously, it works. I got to do it like time suits me, so
Yeah, yeah.
I can't help with that. But yeah, man, it's not been the greatest. Well, who's Arsenal's next game? Who you not playing?
We've got Palace on I think Sunday, 2 o'clock
Home,
kickoff. I think
home or away?
home, but it's good because they're obviously playing tonight. Let me check the score.
Yeah, check Palace score. You lot are playing them at home. Yeah, I just think Arsenal too strong now, man.
Yeah, we look like just the fact that we're doing clean sheets, like it's nothing, and we don't really look like we're gonna concede. Like
Everyone was
obviously,
cutting Arsenal as well, you know. Everyone, I
huh?
remember they signed bare centre back. Why you not getting bare defenders, man? This is the Arteta has a plan, and what we have to wait until at the end of the season because if it works, then people got to say sorry, innit? People got to
Yeah,
apologize.
yeah.
But if it doesn't work, I think this might be his last season. You know, what do you think?
It's sorry, Palace are losing 1-0 as well.
One
I
nil.
think I
And
don't know who
Liverpool
they're
can't beat
playing.
them.
Who's it?
Mad. And Liverpool can't beat them.
ALA. I
I
don't
never
even
heard.
know who it is, but I think it'll be the fashion. If we weren't to win the league, yeah, it's the
Yeah,
fashion. If let's say for example we get to December, we're top of the league by let's just say
yeah,
5 or 6 points, and then we don't win it and we lose out by 5 or 6 points. That's 12 points dropped.
mad. Yeah.
It's like where? That's when you say enough's enough.
Mm.
But if in December, let's say, or January, we're a point in front, and
Still a
you got
point, innit?
yeah, and you got Liverpool and City breathing down your neck, and it goes to the wire, and the last day something happens.
That's pressure, you know.
It's pressure, but what I'm saying is like there's ways of losing a title, and I
Yeah,
think that would be better. It would still would have been nice, but it's a better way to lose it than throwing
yeah.
it away and showing that you aren't actually capable of doing it.
I'll tell you what, though, it's painful when we lost the point. We lost the game for league by 1 point to City.
Mm,
That was a painful one. Still, we played
yeah.
so sick that year as well, man.
Because how many
Um,
years did it take for Klopp to win his first title against City? Because that's who it's against, isn't it? Basically.
I think he won his first trophy. Is it? I think 4 years Champions League and Premier League was 5. I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Okay.
If I'm mistaken, someone can correct me if I'm wrong.
See, that's
This
the
is
thing. I
Nathan. You know,
think
look at Nathan, idiot from German Messi. Walter made replace Isak nicely. He needs to fix up. Look at him. Jump on, fam. Jump on,
come
bro.
on, you that, you
Jump
that.
on, man. Jump on. But Walter made is playing good as well. But yeah,
No, he is. He is.
big up Nathan for tuning in, man.
But yeah, man. No, Arsenal, we are looking good. I went to the game on Tuesday.
Yeah,
It was a good game, man. I think it shows like when you go and watch,
yeah,
it shows a complete different like picture to what you're seeing on TV and the work some of the players do off the ball and mainly who I was watching was Jokeres because I'm thinking obviously I'm watching him on TV
yeah,
and you can see him making movements. He's obviously not getting that many chances, like
yeah,
clean cut chances to get goals, and he hadn't been getting goals. Obviously, he got two on Tuesday. All right, not the tidiest of goals, not a ideal goal you want to see your striker score, but a goal is a goal. He was in that position to score. Like last season, we wouldn't have had a player in those positions to get both of those goals. It just wouldn't
yeah.
happen. So you got to look at that, and then just his movement off the ball. I'm not even gonna lie to you, man. It's top class. Like he's always occupying one or two players at a time. He's running down the wings, running down the middle, and people obviously following him, and it's freeing up play for the likes of Martinelli and Saka. So yeah,
He's
it's a
what you
good game
needed,
to watch.
I think Gokrez is like the icing on the cake. You
Yeah.
need a striker that can at least get you 15 goals to 20 in the Prem.
Mm-hmm.
He might do it, he might not. But I thought that presence of Gokrez in up front changes everything for Arsenal, in my opinion. So yeah, and yeah, man, Arteta's done well at the moment. It is early. It could all change in like a week. So if you lost to Palace, you probably get an Arsenal meltdown. You know how it is. Football can change so quick.
I was just about to say, like,
Yeah.
I hope, touch wood, yeah, hopefully, like, we get a nice result against Palace, and it's all like rosy. But there will be a stage in the season where we're gonna have a blip, and I'm just hoping it's for one game, and it doesn't go 2, 3, 4 games. You know what I mean? I want it to go one and done.
Yeah. Are you worried about Man City this year, because they're not slowing down, bro?
I think I wouldn't say worried, but I'm definitely keeping an eye on them.
Yeah.
Because it's Haaland and it's City, it's Pep. He can adapt quite well, and he's got, once you get those players working, he can win a league.
Yeah.
When you got Haaland banging in the goals that he's been doing, you got a world-class goalkeeper that keeps out some stupid shots. You got every chance still.
Do you reckon it's Haaland FC? So you reckon Man City right now is Haaland FC, innit?
Yeah. Hopefully, I'm not trying to hate, innit, but
yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah,
he usually gets an injury in it for like a month or two. So
yeah,
hopefully,
I know.
I'm not trying to wish bad on anyone, but come on, man.
No,
let us get the league.
But yeah, Haaland is a mad striker for Man City. He always does bits for them. But before we go, we're coming up to the hour mark. Yeah, Nathan put a mad question there. We'll answer that after. But at least now Liverpool can go away from the Salah FC mark. Well, yeah, everyone was saying that we can't win without Salah. We proved that we can win without him last week. I mean, the other day with the goals that we scored. I feel like the team is set up now. I don't know if everyone remembers this, but when I started the channel, I said in the transfer market, when we're spending all this money, people are like, oh, why are Liverpool spending all this money? I feel like we had to, because Salah's coming near to the end of his Liverpool career. So he signed like a 2-year, 1-year extension, I think it was. We need to start getting goal scorers in to replace what Salah's goals is. And at the moment, TK has come in and he started to replace some of his goals, and then all around the squad we have done that as well. I think we had 5 different scorers the other night, so it shows there. So we can actually win games without him. So maybe the players mentally now know they don't need Salah as well in the first line to win games as well. But let's see. Before we go, I'll ask this one question. Cheers for coming on, Tom. Who is better, Haaland or Kane? That's what Nathan's asking.
I'll be honest with you here. All-round player, your perfect striker is Harry Kane. He can do everything.
Facts.
He can drop. Do you see it for yourself? He can drop deep. He can pick up the ball. He can spread it. Then he can get on the end of things. He's a dirty finisher. Yeah. Haaland, as much as all the goals he gets, that's all he does. So it depends what you want. But
he can break lines, though. He can break lines, though, innit?
He can break lines, but for me, Harry Kane.
Yeah, I'd go with Harry Kane. I think the only thing Kane ain't got that Haaland don't have is his pace.
Yeah.
When I think about it, that's it. That's his pace.
Like the only like thing what I'm saying is Harry Kane can affect the game in more than just scoring goals.
Yeah,
he can assist. He can create.
Link up play, yeah.
And he's even. I've seen a few clips. I think when he played against Dortmund the other day, he's defending more than once, like making last-ditch tackles. These are things that Haaland can do, like defensively, but he doesn't do it. But to play the footballer, what Kane does as a footballer is just on another level.
I agree on that. Nathan said Kane is more complete. Yeah, I agree
100%. He's more of a footballer, isn't it? Simple.
But yeah, man, cheers for coming on. Anyone watching, do hit the like button when you're watching it back. I've hit the hour mark, but yeah, I'll try and do stream another day. You guys will know, get notified on the channel.
Who
But yeah,
said that?
what?
What's that comment?
This one?
No, it says Harry Maguire.
Yo, you're so dumb. You're
Come
so
on,
dumb.
United.
You're
You
so
thought you was
dumb.
gonna get away with it.
You was waiting for that as well, innit?
Yeah,
I was like, wait, what?
I was thinking, nah, just Nath and Uncle Rod's on here. They're not gonna get the slander about
Yeah.
United.
Look at Nathan. Look at him.
No.
DK, look at him.
I know he was happy as well, man.
Yeah, I know.
United.
Oh, Joker, man. Long day.
McAllister falling over and holding his head, man. What a fairy.
Right, man.
Don't bite.
Right, man. I can't. We lost, innit? We lost. It is what it is, man. I just hate losing to Man United, bro. It's just annoying.
I celebrated those goals like it.
Of course you did, bro. I didn't answer nobody. I wasn't around nobody. I tried to ignore messages. I just knew when we lost. Yeah, I got a message from Jamie straight away.
Yeah,
messaged me saying, "Oh, fucking pussy off, fam."
it was beautiful to
That was
watch.
a long weekend, boy. That was a long weekend. Even my brother messaged me. I was like, "Shut up, man."
Yeah,
Call me. He never called me about football, you know. When I win, he used to call me. Get out of there, man. Jump on the show next time, man.
It'd be good to get him on, man. Nathan, get on, man.
Yeah, jump on the show, man. Talk your stuff, man. Because Nathan, I like the way Nathan talks about football sometimes as well. So it would be cool. But yeah, man. Big up everyone for joining. Uncle Rod's earlier. Tom, thanks for stepping in.
Yeah.
I would have to do the show solo and talk about it by myself. So yeah, I have done it before, but sometimes I feel like it's better when you have someone else in there so you can get different opinions on. I said, how are you losing to Amarim? You should have sacked him. Look at him, shut up. See, this guy now he wants to talk there. Nathan, the next show, come on, and we can talk some stuff. Look at him stirring it. Look at him stirring. Jump on next time, man. Just jump on.
Make sure you jump on next time.
Don't be sure.
Lose to Brighton, because that's just
don't be like,
happen,
no, man, I'm not jumping on. Jump on the YouTube thing, fam. Hurry up. But yeah, thanks everyone. I'm gonna sign up, man. I'm gonna end the stream.
Peace out, guys, man. Take care.